Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer office here on the sunny Fylde coast. And yes, we played 7 games. We're doing rather well. Still very early days, still trying to work out which is the best tactic and formation to use, but the players, are showing willing, and we are looking quite useful. So the first game against Banbury, we went 1-0 down. I think I need to have a nickname, Gobby Gaffer, 1 down. We always go 1-0 down, it's just one of them things. I think I'm just going to have to get used to it. But then we did bounce back, and Charman here sticks the ball back to Barrett. And Arighty puts it in for Rowley to head in our first goal. Playing a 4-3-3 in this game with 2 wingers. Davis with the second goal with a penalty. And then and then just watch out for the celebration for this goal. Cranston. I mean, look at this. To be fair, it was an amazing goal. He deserved a little bit of a dance for that one. Wasn't a bad dance either, was it, to be fair? So for the next game away at Farsley, I tinkered with the formation a little bit, played a 4-3-2-1. We came away with a 1-1 draw out of that one. Then we played Scarborough Athletic, another tinkering. I played with an attacking midfielder. Horton gets the first goal for us. He's playing really well, by the way. But then Scarborough Athletic get the equaliser. But then another thunderous strike from Horton. No dance though, surprisingly. And then we went away to Chester, back to the 4-3-3 again. I will settle on something eventually. But a nice goal there from Charman to open the scoring. Absolutely awesome free kick to get Chester back into the game. Rowe with got a little bit lucky, I think there. It kind of just hit him and went in. But then we conceded again. Little tap in for 2-2. But then with seconds left on the clock, a long ball over the top. Whitehead gets the ball, side foots it to Rowe. 3-2. Then the battle of the seaside towns. A little bit of a local derby for us this. Southport. Whitehead slides the first goal in. Then just before half time, Whitehead provides for Rowe, who finishes smartly for 2-0. So we've got a couple of tactics loaded at the moment. We have the 4-3-3 with a defensive midfield player and 2 wingers. We also have the 4-4-2 diamond, which allows 2 strikers on the pitch, target forward and a poacher. So I'm still trying to work out which is my best tactic at the moment. And maybe it's horses for courses, depending on who we're playing, what formation we're playing against. We will play different tactics through the season. But we're doing okay up to now. I have switched things around a little bit, and we seem to be doing all right. Dynamics, we don't seem to have any major problems at this moment in time, although, like I keep saying, still early days yet, but it could be a lot better. Managerial support, obviously they've not really got to know me very well yet, so that's still on average, and team cohesion's on average as well. I'm trying to do a few team bonding sessions with the players to try and get that cohesion a little bit better. One player you've not seen very much of at the moment is Mark Cullen, and well, actually you've not seen any of him. He's out for 4 months with cruciate ligament damage. Not great. But I have actually managed to make a signing. Yes, eventually. Put the flags out. Jordan Ainer, a right fullback. He's coming on a free transfer. He's only on £200 a week. He's here till the end of the season. 2-star with the potential to be 5, so he has got some decent potential there. And we did need a right fullback. Anyway, today we've got 2 away games against Curzon Ashton and Kidderminster. And with Curzon Ashton currently bottom of the league and Kidderminster in 6th place, we've got a couple of contrasting games today. One of them I would expect to win quite easily. The other one, maybe, it'll test our squad, won't it? Anyway, let's get into the football, shall we? Well, welcome to bottom of the table, Curzon Ashton. Should be a nice easy 3 points this, shouldn't it? We'll see. Okay, we've got Neil in goal, back four of Cranston, Obi, Davis and the new lad Aina. Philliskirk is the deep line playmaker, two in the middle of Wrighty and Weston, two wingers Rowley and Horton with Rowe as the poacher up front. So the first highlight goes to us. Rowley is running not up the wing, he's running into the middle of the park. Not quite sure that's the instruction that he's on, but that came to nothing. So Curzon Ashton played 7 games, lost every single one of them. No points on the board, bottom of the league. Played Philliskirk, well won back. Aina, not quite sure what he's doing over there. Rowe has picked up a nice ball and sticks it in the back of the net. Real purpose in that shot, wasn't there? Positionally, we seem to be a little bit all over the place. We've got the left winger playing in midfield. The right back is playing left centre back. But we conjured a goal out of it. So, who am I to quarrel with that? Out wide. No, you need to find the man with it. Ball in the box, header over the bar. That's alright, you can keep doing that for the rest of the game. That'll be absolutely fine if you keep doing that. Half an hour gone. Apart from the goal that we scored, there's not an awful lot happening in this first half. But then, 3 points. Oh, they're just coming at the end of the first half. They've got a, which is cleared away, fortunately. Ball over the top now. You had your left winger there, was running. He was on a run, left winger. If you'd have picked him out, that would have been amazing. But he's come over to the right hand side now. Philliskirk, what a nice finish. Did he hit that with the outside of his right boot? That looked like he hit that with the outside of his right boot. If he did, that was an amazing. Let's just have a quick look at that again. Philliskirk. Oh, he did. I mean, that was as nice a finish as you would want to see. Right side of the boot and just bent it round the keeper. 2-0 at half time. What a 45 minutes was. That was, you've blown them away. Don't want to get them too big headed. We are on a balanced mentality though, and we've got a defensive midfield player in, so we should be able to hold on to this now. We shouldn't be in too many problems. Okay, shocking second half up to now. Not a lot happening at all, but 3 points. That's all that matters, isn't it? So I brought Whitmore on to centre-back, and I've changed both my midfield players, just freshen it up a little bit. Give us a little bit more legs to try and see this game out. 15 minutes left. I'm not going to change any of the instructions because this is a nice, comfortable, hopefully comfortable 2-0 win. Nice little win. A little bit conscious I've not actually shown you the league table yet. So after 8 games played, we are actually in 3rd place with 20 points. Top of the shop is Spennymore with 22, and then Banbury, the newly promoted team, with 21. So we're doing okay at the moment. And our next game is away at Kidderminster. I mean, they were in the playoff positions, but they've actually lost the last 2 games, although they did play Spennymore and got beat 2-1. But then Scarborough Athletic, who we've already beaten, they lost to them 1-0. So we've only got a couple of days to prepare for the Kidderminster game. So tracksuit on time, have a quick run out there with the boys, just sort of 1 or 2 things out. Positioning in the last game seemed to be a bit of an issue, but we did come away with a 2-0 win. So maybe it's early days, maybe they're finding the feet, and the new right back seemed a little bit out of position at times, but you know, he's new to the team. So anyway, we'll see you for the Kidderminster game. It's coming up very shortly. Okay, so we've done all that work on the training pitch. Let's see if we can put that into practice now. The team is kneeling goal back four of Cranston, Whitmore, Davis and Barrett. Phylliskirk is the deep line playmaker. Two in the middle of Ariti and Weston. The wingers are Walker and Horton with Rowe up front. So half an hour gone. Very poor first half. Particularly for us, absolutely nothing happening whatsoever. I mean, they're playing quite a defensive formation, I suppose. They've got two players lying very, very deep, and that first half has gone by without even one highlight. So one change at half time. I've taken Rowe off, wasn't having a good game, and I brought Sharman on as a target forward. See if we can get some balls into him. And the first highlight of the game, just as the second half kicks off, the first highlight. What an inspiring game this has been. Go on, Phylliskirk, use it well. Nice ball forward. Is that a nice ball forward? It's a lovely ball forward. He just needs to slide that in now to Sharman, but I mean, that was abysmal. Shocker. Big hoof out. Pick that ball up. Played Ariti. Nice ball swung out to Horton. Yes! We've had more highlights in the first minute and 42 seconds of the second half than we had in the whole of the first half. Nice ball swung out to Horton. That's exactly the ball that Walker should have done a few seconds before, which he didn't do, so we could have been 2-0 ahead now. Come on, find somebody's... No, we're not finding anybody's head with these corners. I'm not quite sure what's going on. Whoa! We've got some really good headers of the ball. We're just not finding them at all with these corners. We have stepped it up a little bit. I gave them a bit of a rocket at half time. We've stepped up a little bit now in this... well, we've stepped up a lot. To be fair, we've had 10 shots in this second half. 5 of them have been on target, so we've really stepped it up. 1.27 XG. That header back to Ariti is working quite nicely. Sharman again. Can he slide it in? But Weston can get that one in. Following up nicely there, Weston. Following up nicely. Very pleasing play, that. Why we couldn't do this in the first half, I have literally no idea. Sharman, little bit of an afterburner there. Beats his man. And then Weston follows up with a tap in. 2-0. Very nice. Couple of quick changes. I brought Rowley on for Walker and Patton has come on for Phylliskirk. Right, we need to be switched on now. We don't want... Can we keep the clean sheet now? Because that would be very, very nice. My teams are not very well known for keeping clean sheets. Well, we have not only can we keep the clean sheet, we've actually scored a third. Very, very nice. A 5-minute double from Fylde. Yeah, what I was going to say is that the pattern of our game normally is we concede first, don't we? And then it's a bit of an uphill struggle, but... if we can keep that clean sheet, 3-0 today would be an absolutely brilliant victory. Nice and steady now. Oh, he's hoofing it. It's not a bad hoof, that though, is it? All right, over the top to Rowley. Can you do better this time? Very nearly lost it. Oh, yes, he can. Yes, he can. Very nearly lost it, but then managed to slide it in for Sharman. Well, 5 minutes to go. If we keep the clean sheet, 4-0. Very happy with that. And we can. So it's lovely to score 4 goals. It's nice to see all the stuff that we've done in training put into good practice. There was no players out of position there. Everybody was doing the job correctly. but a clean sheet, the defenders will be over the moon with a clean sheet. Well, that's rounded the episode off very, very nicely indeed. Shall we have a quick look at the league table? So after 9 games played, we currently have Spennymore on top with 25 points. We're second with 23 points. Banbury keeping the pressure on. They're 1 point behind us with 22. And then there's a 5-point gap then to Chester and Darlington on 17 points. So things very nicely poised at the moment. Very pleased with how it's going. And let's hope we can continue this nice run that we're on. So usual stuff now. I'm going to go and play a few games off camera, and we'll be back very shortly just to see if we can keep this run going. And obviously, like I've said many times before, you're probably sick of hearing me saying it by now, but there's only one team goes up out of this league by right. The rest of them drop into this really weird and complicated playoff system. So I would rather love to avoid that. We need that number 1 spot. So Spennymore, we're coming for you. Watch out. Well, if you like your Football Manager played the Gobby Gaffer way, why not subscribe and give me a like? That means I can come back, do a lot of waffling, be a bit silly, and we're all happy. Right?